I would say the last time you were up here at the show was maybe like a year ago, and I don't think you had really tried shrooms yet. And I gave you some shrooms. You said you've had some pretty serious trips.
Yeah.
Talk about some of the crazier trips you've had on psilocybin so far, man.
So my recent trip, I was just saying not too long ago, was I was literally laying in Miami. I was in Miami and I was grounded with earth, and I just laid down and took a few shrooms, like a handful of them. And so when I speak on certain out-of-body experiences, you got to speak on it as like a spiritual sense, because it's way beyond the physical. But in a spiritual sense, I was laying down and it's like the top of my head opened up. So of course it didn't open up physically, but it opened up in a spiritual sense. It opened up, and then like my hair, in a spiritual sense, it rose up and connected like a dread and formed one dread real strong, right? So I felt my hair was like my antenna that kept me grounded between my body and where I was going in the spiritual realm. So my hair, I felt it. It was like a strong one dread that's just keeping me attached to my body as I went to where I went to. And I know for a fact it was my son that came and took me on that journey, because my son, RIP to him, he got miscarried. His name's Seven. So my son pretty much took me on a journey to a woman's womb. I don't know if it was the womb I was present in or if it was the womb that he was present in before he miscarried. So I was in a womb, and I felt the most unconditional, loving, soothing, and just beautiful type of feeling. It wasn't nothing I saw. It was more so of what I felt. And the feeling was so beautiful. After I got back to consciousness on a 3D level, when I got up, I cried. And it was so beautiful because within that process, I realized how important women are. Within that process, I realized how important a healthy pregnancy is. I realized that God is literally forming you in that stomach and literally pouring every sense of personality, talent, everything into you while you're in that womb. And fourthly, I realized the heaven state that was heaven. I feel like I felt the presence of God, and nothing mattered in that space. Like nothing. That's like right. If I could stay there forever, I would stay there. It was that beautiful, you know.
Wow. Would you suggest other people trying shrooms? Because I feel like you wouldn't suggest other people doing it?
I wouldn't suggest everyone, because I feel like they'll take too much at one time and just go on a trip. But I do suggest, if people want to get into it, to start off with a very, very small dose.
Microdose.
Yeah, microdose into it, and then go along that journey. You got to get your feet wet. With
you can't just dive all the way in, because then you'll freak out.
Yeah, for sure. But I do recommend people to start with meditation first, because I started with meditation and then everything started to open up for me. So if you're wanting to take shrooms or psychedelics, whatever, I say start with meditation and being able to get to a certain level of consciousness with just your breath first, and then implement the things that God set for you.